Glenn Rutley from Experienced Guides, and we're in Skagway, Alaska. Most people arrive here by ship, and the berthing docks are about half a mile from town. We're heading into town now to see what is on offer. Along the way we see places to get some of Alaska's favourite foods and study a useful map. Skagway is home to Gold Rush era buildings and the famous White Pass and Yukon Railroad. This is the famous ice and snow cutting engine which used to go along the rail line, clearing it for the trains. This is the rotary snow plough in action. The railway was built in 1898 during the Klondike Gold Rush and is probably the most popular tourist attraction in Skagway today. To learn more about the railroad and the Gold Rush, we visit the National Historical Park Visitor Centre. Just outside is the town's main street. First, let's visit the Red Onion Saloon, which offers booze and American eats in a lively setting, plus a brothel museum upstairs. Just down the street is the amazing Arctic Brotherhood Hall from 1899, now the Visitor Centre. Skagway has its collection of characters, including this gentleman. The town lives on tourism today, and there are many options for tours. You can ride a helicopter, go dog sledding, e-biking and kayaking, hiking and horse riding. None surpass the railway, which provides views through spectacular country. This is the saloon of Jeff Sophie Smith, who was a notorious character here back in the late 1800s. He was a con man who virtually took over the whole town. The building you see here remains pretty much the same as it was when he was around more than 100 years ago. This is the oldest building in Skagway. It was the Moore's residence for 10 years. They built it in the 1880s. Afterwards they moved next door into this much more palatial building. Let's go and see inside. This is just set up the way it was in the 1890s when this house was built. The building is City Hall, and when you consider that the population of the town is only 1,000 people, it's rather impressive. The building was originally built as the McCabe College, but it only operated for 1 or 2 years. After that it became the US courthouse, and that was the case for 55 years. Now it's the City Hall and a museum. This is a theatre where they perform the Days of 98 show. It is celebrating its 100-year anniversary in 2023 and is set in the lawless days of the Klondike Gold Rush with the notorious Sophie Smith, Alaska's famous outlaw. Now we leave town to head into Canada's Yukon. We're going today, we're starting in Skagway and we're going up this highway parallel to the railway line up to White Pass, and then we go into Canada and continue on through here and eventually up to the Yukon.
A bar downstairs, upstairs brothel during the gold rush. Nowadays you go in there, they got a bar downstairs and upstairs brothel.
The town has many interesting buildings which we see as we depart.
So try to imagine this little town during the gold rush. Imagine wall-to-wall brothels and bars. That's what it looked like. We had over 80 of them during the gold rush.
This tour is an alternative to the popular railroad, and it provides views of similar country. Along the way we see the tourist train, as well as dramatic gorges. As we enter Canada, we follow the river and lakes. There are good opportunities to see wild flora and fauna. Most passengers want a photo as the tour enters the Yukon. Later we retrace our journey into Alaska and stop at a lovely roadside waterfall. Back in town there is time for some shopping before heading back to our cruise ship. It has been a great day.